Well, welcome back. And Lucas County Children's Services is holding another community conversation next week. It's all about keeping kids and families safe. Joining us is Sherry Dunn, the foster care and adoption supervisor at LCCS, to tell us what we can expect from this upcoming conversation. Thanks for being here today.
Well, thank you for having me today.
Absolutely. You've been doing this over a year now, which is great because some things have already come out of that, like a help line for people to call in and newsletters that people can stay in the know about. So this next conversation is coming up on Monday, right?
Correct.
What can people expect when they come out to that one?
Well, when they come out, we're going to have our agency staff there, and we're going to have people coming from the Department of Family Services, which is part of our agency, to talk about ongoing services once cases are open.
Okay.
We're also going to have the YWCA ambassadors there. We're going to have Care Porter there to talk about their services and how they work with churches. And then they're also going to be United Way 211. And my recruitment unit will be there looking for people who might be interested in fostering.
Yeah, so let's start with the overall idea here is to keep families together.
Yes.
And through services like 211 and different services that you're going to be talking about on Monday, hopefully that will give families the support that they need so that they don't end up in situations where maybe the kids are neglected or abused and things like that, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, but in cases where those kids do need to be placed in a foster home, we need families who are willing to take them in, but it's a process. So where do people start if they're interested in becoming foster parents?
Well, if they're interested, then, we want them to come to, we have different information meetings once a month. So we want them to maybe attend one of those. We have them online as well as we have them in person. And so they can find that on our homepage on the website. And also, I have what I want to say, workers who can talk with them a little bit about the process because they've got to go through training. And then after they complete training, then they have a process of paperwork and a home study and criminal record checks. So there's definitely a lot of things for them to do, but it can't be done.
It can. It takes a little bit of time, but that's all to make sure that the kids are going to be safe.
That's right.
It's all about the kids here.
That's right.
So what have you seen over the course of being able to talk with the community members in these meetings over the last year or so?
Well, I think one of the big things is that a lot of people really don't understand or know what we do. So that has been the best thing in having these community conversations, able to reach the community, talk to them about their cares, about their concerns, and then take that back to our agency and sit down and think about, okay, what are some other things that we can do?
Yeah, and once we all have an open mind and open dialogue in those conversations, good things can happen, right?
Yeah.
What is the need like in Lucas County right now in terms of how many kids are in care, and what is your need for foster parents too?
Well, right now we have about 854 children in care, and we have less than 100 foster homes.
That math doesn't seem to math, does it?
It's not mathing, not at all.
Not at all. So I would imagine you would just like to see as many foster parents as possible, but is there a number that you're like, oh, we need maybe 100 more or something like that?
I love 100 more. We really would. We would love 200 more if we could get that.
Yeah, but when the families can bring kids into their homes like that and help care for them and help maybe reunite them with their families down the road, talk a little bit about how that's rewarding and what that could mean as a foster parent.
Yes, it is very rewarding. I'm not going to say it's an easy thing to do, but there are people out there that are wonderful at doing it. And we are there to support people and be a part of that. And there's something I forgot to tell you, we have a new program.
Yes, what is it called?
It's our respite foster care. So people who can't do foster care ongoing can do it temporarily through our respite foster care. As to be service for our current foster parents who may need a break or might have an emergency, they can care for kids. And so we've never really kind of done that this way. And so we are looking for people who would like to be respite foster providers as well.
I imagine you can find that on the website too.
Yes, you
to
can.
get started with that.
Yes.
But if you want to come to the community conversation, this next one is coming up here on Monday. It's going to be at the Sanger Branch Library, right?
correct.
You said you have all those resources that are going to be available to
Yes.
people when they come out from 5 to 7 o'clock, and just hoping that people come out and attend, right?
Yes, we are definitely hoping that.
Yeah, for sure. Sherry, thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you for
We appreciate
having
it.
me.
Absolutely.